Look at the Bible's prophecies concerning the children of Israel. Luke 21:20, 22, 24, KJV. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter thereinto. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles, until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. Deuteronomy 28:64, KJV. And Yah shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other Elohim, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. Nehemiah 1:8, KJV. Remember, I beseech thee, the word that thou commandedst thy servant Moses, saying, If ye transgress, I will scatter you abroad among the nations. Jeremiah 9:16, KJV. I will scatter them also among the heathen, whom neither they nor their fathers have known, and I will send a sword after them till I have consumed them. Ezekiel 12:15, KJV. And they shall know that I am Yah, when I shall scatter them among the nations, and disperse them in the countries. Ezekiel 20:23, KJV. I lifted up mine hand unto them also in the wilderness, that I would scatter them among the heathen, and disperse them through the countries. Zechariah 7:14, KJV. But I scattered them with a whirlwind among all the nations whom they knew not. Thus the land was desolate after them, that no man passed through nor returned, for they laid the pleasant land desolate. Leviticus 26:33, KJV. And I will scatter you among the heathen, and will draw out a sword after you, and your land shall be desolate, and your cities waste.
You can actually download this map so that you can get a better look at it. I have the information here where you can pull it up. It's a map from 1732. It's called Negro Land in Guinea with the European settlements. So take a look at this area right here. This area was called Negro Land. Here we have the area that was Timbuktu. I can remember us using that word Timbuktu when I was a child. We had no idea that it was actually a real place, but it was a very vibrant city. Here you have the Niger River in here. And if you drop down to this area here in Guinea, you have here the grain coast. This is where they came to get the grain here, the Gold Coast. And right in here, the Slave Coast in that Benin area right here. And then, of course, you have the Atlantic right here. But this map, when I first saw this, just to know that there was a place called Negro Land, it really surprised me. I'm going to show you another map to bring this in even closer. Okay, so this is a close-up, but here is the area, the Slave Coast area that I was talking about. And this map is from 1747. But you see this KM up here? That's Kingdom of Judah, or Ouida. This was Slave Coast. And in this area, they knew that there were Jews here. Now, they didn't call themselves Jews. They were called Yehuda or Yehudi, representing the tribe of Judah. But what I'm showing you is that when they came into this area to take these slaves, they knew who the people were. I'm actually going to show you another map where it was on the map. It was written on the map. So we know that they knew who they were looking for when they came in and snatched these slaves. Let's take a look at this next map. This is a very good close-up to show you the information that was written on this map. You have Timbuktu up here. You have Negrita, this says, which was Negro land, now Nigeria. But look down here, this area that says Lamlem. It says, according to Edrisi, the land hereabout was peopled by Jews. Now this was written on this map. So they knew who they were going after. The slave traders knew that they were looking for the Negroes, those who were in Negro land. If you get a chance, pull up these old maps. There's a lot of information here. I wanted to show you this map because it has the trafficking, the routes. So between the 15 and 1600s, you see here that they were bringing them out of that same area right in here near the Niger River, West Africa, taking them into Rio de Janeiro, Salvador, here into Cuba, then after 1619 bringing them into New Orleans and Savannah, and also taking them into Europe, Lisbon, Liverpool. Can you think of another group of people where there's a record showing that they were scattered all over the world like this? This definitely shows us that the Bible was referring to Judah, just like it said Judah would be scattered to the four corners of the earth. And this map, this route is showing us that that is exactly what happened. This is the scripture reference to show that Judah was going to be scattered to the four corners of the earth. Now, the other tribes, it also lists where they are as well. So it says, Isaiah 11 through 12, it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people who are left from Assyria and Egypt, from Pathros and Cush, from Elam and Shinar, from Hamath and the islands of the sea. He will set up a banner for the nations and will assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. The map that I just showed to you confirms the scripture of how Judah was scattered around the world. This is a confirmation of that scripture.
Food for Thought, Pastor Derrick. To contact, I am Pastor Derrick at gmail.com.